Welcome back to more Metroid Prime Remastered! I'm DJ the Scrub, and this time we're going to be exploring Phendrana Drifts and meeting up with some space pirates as we invade their facilities over here. Just gonna use the wave beam to pop through here, and I think this is a new turret. No, it's not. It's still an auto turret. Uh, oh, that is a new enemy! That is a commando pirate! No, Shadow Pirate. I'm getting some names confused. Wave Beam can shock enemies, so yeah. Two charge beams of the Wave Beam will set a turret to malfunction, so a lot of craziness has happened there. As we enter this room. Probably want to shoot that. Yeah, it's too late now. Space pirates have begun to invade, and this time they're actually healthy. They can actually fight. Not like the ones on the Orpheon. So, yeah. A couple of charge shots should take them down. It took quite a bit of damage, but still not too bad. You don't take a whole lot of damage here in Prime. Anyways, now we got the map for this area. Let's see just how much they have claimed here in Phendrana Drifts. And we're going to be going through all of it. It's a pretty big area. Well, not the biggest, but you know how it is. Just going to charge. And yep. That should generally do it. Most of the doors here are going to be wave beam based, so yeah. And take care of that guy. And there's going to be another one right there. So we move on through here. I'm going to disable the shields, allowing us to enter in. And take care of that guy. There should be more pirates around here, but why worry about them when we could read up on some lore? Our initial test exploring Talonfor's indigenous parasites to Phazon appeared to be successful. Increase it is in strength, size, and aggressiveness are common in all test subjects, as well as unforeseen evolutions, like additional poison sacs within the abdomen and the appearance of a second ring of mandibles in several subjects. These creatures were chosen because of their resilience, and it appears possible that given enough exposure to Phazon, they may one day be able to survive on any planet we transport them to. Our methods will have to be refined. We currently have a 100% extinction rate after the fourth infusion period, and most survivors of the third infusion stage are so violent and uncontrollable that they have to be euthanized. Even still, we remain hopeful that further experimentation will result in success. Ooh. So yeah, space pirates are experimenting with a substance called Phazon. Which, oh boy, we'll get to. Mining operations have begun near the crater where Phazon appears to be most concentrated. Daily Phazon yields have increased 44%, and our mining system becomes more streamlined as personnel and equipment flows increase. Several incidents of Phazon-induced madness have been reported, prompting augmented life support regulations in the deeper chambers. Symptoms include loss of equilibrium, erratic respiration, muscle spasms, and in the most extreme cases, hallucinations. A timeline reassessment for the refinery operation is recommended as materials pr- proves more unsustainable and than initial analysis detected. We have we have codified the new energy source as Phazon, a V-index mutagen, of which we have very little reliable data. Indications point to a meteor of unknown origin expelling Phazon into the environment. This material appears to possess the power to mutate organic life forms sufficiently to withstand its poison. These mutagens appear promising, with abrupt evolutionary leaps appearing in single generation reproduction. Plans to establish a full science team on Talent 4 are being finalized. Okay, I read that completely back. All of those completely backwards. Oh boy. More lore. Most terraforming and retrofitting of security checkpoints on Talon 4 is complete, but we continue to research the alarming epidemic of breaches. Pre- what was that? Breaches by local creatures. Those records show no unauthorized entries, so we must presume the creatures are either slipping in undetected during daily personal moves, or else finding their way in through subterranean tunnels. We have found many small breaches of this latter sort and plugged them wherever we can, but it is unlikely that we will ever achieve full extermination within our current timetable. Okay, so there is a lot of lore here. Basically, the Great Poison said in the Chozo, in like the Chozo lore entries, is Phazon, which space pirates are now using to experiment on a wide variety of creatures, including which included the parasite queen from the Orpheon, and if you're paying attention, something else. Let's just take care of this guy. And just delete these guys. A charge beam, full charge shot, and a is basically what's all that's needed. And a missile is all that's needed to really take care of those guys. He got me one like one on the. It's freaking out. Just yeah, drop these guys quite easily, and once you've taken care of all of them, the music goes quiet, and we are able to just explore the room without much of a hassle. I thought I was done reading lore entries in this room. There's a lot in wherever you find a find space pirates. So yeah. Research outpost Glacier 1 in Fendrana Drifts region of Talon 4's mountains is operating at 8 85% capacity. Sub-zero temperatures have made the Metroids sluggish and easy to control. Even those well into phazon infusion cycles. Cold containment status taints are sufficient for the juveniles, but some of the larger Metroids have been moved to quarantined caves for safety purposes. Security doors remain an issue, as malfunctions due to ice occur every day. Large predators in the waste are also a concern, as they continue to kill personnel and breach secure areas. Unfortunately, it has become clear that our containment teams cannot neutralize all of them without vast increase in muti in muti mu- munchins and soldiers. Jeez, I cannot speak, and it's so stupid too. Because I'm gonna watch this in post, and I'm gonna be like, I know how to say that. It's just some stupid word. Like I watched like recently I just finished up editing the second episode and to give you a timetable of uh, how I'm working on these. I'm working on bunches and whatnot to kind of help space things out with what I do. And so I could have some breathing room when doing stuff. And like I couldn't like figure out like while playing the game, I couldn't figure out the word like freaking like one of the words in the when reading the lore entry, and yet during the editing process, I was like, oh my gosh, I freaking know that word. Why am I being so stupid? Like, it's just the price of playing a game and trying to talk at the same time. It's harder than it looks, and I'm discovering that the hard way. Anyways, spacebar jump scare. He's already dead. That's how much I have played this game. The fact that I know that off the top of my head. I could just drop them like so. Oh gosh. With all those guys taken care of, we can now go over here. And it's actually one of my favorite rooms in the game. If you played this game, you know why. Alright, now we just jump up here. Pop a bomb in there, and start up this machinery. We kind of have to, just because there's no way to move forward in this area. And once all of that is taken care of, we now have to use the boost ball on these four things down here. Just gonna go around and lower them. And once this last one is lowered, boom. We get a map of the solar system within the area. And of course, there is the lower Planet Talon 4. Mass 5.1 trillion teratons. Ecosystems studies indicate that Talon 4 was a biological paradise prior to the impact of an extraterrestrial object. What remains of the biosphere is slowly fading due to exposure to phazon radiation. At current rate of decay, Talon 4 will be a barren in class 13 wasteland in approximately 25 years. The original Prime came out in 2001. So it's almost 25 years. And this one is Planet Zebes from Metroid 1 and Super Metroid. planet's crust is primarily euthoric ore, making it ideal for subterranean construction. A class, oh, 19. I'm stupid. A class 19 planet, Zebes is inhospitable to most bioforms. The world was considered unremarkable until it became the base for space pirate forces, coming from the space pirates themselves. Curious. So, yeah. The lore of the the Prime games typically take, uh, the Prime games took place in, after the first Metroid game, but before Super and Metroid 2. So that's a little bit of cool world building, showing just how much thought they actually put into this. Like making the fact that Talon 4 is on this same in the same solar system as Zeb is, and that there's other planets here too. That's just a really cool world universe building because it's like, you know, space. Kind of cool in full transparency. Anyways, this. Super missiles are the reason why the power beam is still useful after you get more beams. After charge shots, just hit the missile button and you will fire a super missile. We're going to be making use of that very shortly. Anyways, here's a save room. I'm not going to save quite yet. But, you know, full heal and all that stuff. So I think I was already at full health, so... well, whatever. Um... Where exactly am I? Still quite a ways away. I actually think that this would be a good place to stop for now. Like, we're near a save room, like, we got a new ability that we're going to test out. Anyways, next time on Metroid Prime Remastered, we'll be exploring further into this Space Pirates facility and getting yet another ability, and potentially fighting a boss. See you guys then!